One other fantastic tool inside of Pro Tools that's great for working with playlists is the playlist looping. And in order to activate that appropriately, if we go to Pro Tools, Preferences, we're going to have to engage something very specific to make this work. Inside of the Operations tab, if you go over to the right section where it says Record, you'll notice down below it says Automatically Create New Playlists When Loop Recording. To activate this, we just have to make sure we check it, and then we'll actually want to make sure we set up loop recording. And so in Options, we just have to make sure that loop record is checked, and it's best to be in grid mode in order to begin loop recording. I'm going to go ahead and loop record. Let's just say I just do a 4-bar section here. Now if I start the loop recording now, it's just going to kick me off immediately. But if I open up my transport and I activate count in, or the count off, a 2-bar count off is going to only occur the very first time, and every instance after that it's going to loop. So the only issue with the loop here is if I do it as a 4-bar loop, at the end of each phrase it'll literally transition to the next phrase. So there's a couple ways to do this. Let's try it as a 4-bar loop, and I'm going to change it to a 5-bar loop so you can hear the difference in the way that it's proceeded. Okay, so if we go back and take a look at this, what we'll notice is that we can recycle these, and as they loop, we now go and change over to our playlists. We should see all of our new playlists that happen down below. I'm going to slide this out of the way. These are the ones that were just created after that segment. So if we kind of toggle back and forth between these, we can listen and audition to those passes. The major issue here is at the end of every phrase, what you'll notice is it dead stops if I keep playing. So if I don't plan this out correctly to be stopped, it stops or cuts off that note right there. Now the good news is we can peel it back if we want just that tail ending to still exist correctly. We can peel those back to make them feel nice and natural. But sometimes it doesn't allow us the best method for really planning what we should as we come around again. So instead, in this next pass, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back and I'm going to make a new one called Guitar Lead 2. And instead of just doing 4 bars, I'm actually going to add one little extra bar. So I'm going to do a 5-bar and then wait my transition around. So let's try that real quick. And the wonderful difference there is it always allows me, if I give it that extra bar as I come around each time, it always allows me the opportunity to really kind of express that last note, and then figure out what I want to do in my next pickup coming across. So notice you'll see there's a little bit of a note always being played here, but it allows me enough time to figure out what I want to do next as I come around while still being able to activate the loop.